Salute to the lounge. First in the building during survival. I'm so overwhelmed. God damn it, Shannon. God damn it. And I can do nothing but cry at this point. I had to go get some new survival candles for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Take my breath away. This shit done took my breath away, goddammit. Salute to Kathy, King of New Jersey in the goddamn building. Teresa, I don't know what to say about Shannon Sharpe. Pure survival. I don't know where this lady came from. She looked like a Halloween costume. Ah, my God. And I'm not gonna let y'all say just because she looked like Tammy or she looked like she could have been in a scary movie, pure survival, that Shannon Sharpe did not have a love affair with this Jeepers Creepers looking white lady, pure survival. We know that he's a different kind of man. Shannon Sharpe, his stylist even said that he clapped his cheeks. Oh my God. $100 million down the goddamn drain. And then y'all gonna say, Jamil, why you gotta cry for? Because it's a crying shame. Only for today. That lady looks scary, the motherfucker. That shit took my breath away. Shannon Sharpe, soon as I saw this goddamn lady, this shit took my breath away. Pure survival. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Rocky. Remember Cher? She played in the movie. She had like a son that was Rocky. His name was Rocky. He had red hair. Pure survival. Tell me this motherfucker don't look like Rocky. Did y'all see the movie Rocky? I need y'all to tell me if y'all seen that movie back in the 90s. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? Where the Cher had a son. The motherfucker name was Rocky. Shannon didn't take anything. It was given to him. Pills of power. King of New Jersey says Shannon ain't take nothing. Yeah, you better not have took this shit right here. Pills of power. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna let y'all say that the lady looked scary. She looked like she was in motherfucking Halloween. That looked like a Halloween costume. It does. But you gotta think about what she may have looked like years ago. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? She probably was a fine little redhead motherfucker. Let's blow out the freak off candles, ladies and gentlemen. This shit crazy. Shannon, I don't want to see you go to jail. But I'm telling you, these motherfuckers is not playing. People coming out the goddamn woodwork. And this is Shannon Sharpe's alleged ex-girlfriend. She came out 10 years ago. How come we didn't know about that? When Shannon Sharpe was running around with his little motherfucking man purses, you know what I mean, Pure Survival, and he with them tight ass suits, well, we knew Shannon had a boyfriend and Shannon Sharpe's boyfriend had a boyfriend. Where the hell did this lady come from? This shit crazy. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This woman right here, she sounds so motherfucking sincere. I believe every word this woman is saying. I'm not gonna lie. Cause you remember in Diddy case, they had the little 13-year-old girl and they had the screen blurted out and she sounded like a cartoon character, Pure Survival. No, this woman sound like a real person, and Shannon Sharpe was clapping this girl's cheeks. And she was married. She even cheated on her husband. And she kept it real. She said, look, I know I'm not a faithful hoe, Pure Survival. But Shannon definitely was clapping my motherfucking cheeks. And the sick things that she say Shannon did is worse than Diddy Glover. Shout out to Lady D coming in the building first to hit that super chat. Pure survival, Lady D. Listen to this lady, guys. I believe every word. I'm sorry.
And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand.
Wow, he was manhandling me. This is the ex-girlfriend. Her name is Michelle Evans.
Actually, the press room.
Her name is Michelle Evans. She said that Shannon Sharpe was manhandling her. And Shannon, this is what they allegedly saying. You told that little young girl that some shit like you was going to choke her. Pure Bible. I heard the shit. And this shit sounds like a history of this shit, Shannon. You choked this lady. Oh my God. Listen to what this lady say. This shit is crazy. Shannon, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I like Shannon Sharpe, no Diddy, but this ain't looking good, sir.
At the Broncos, April of 2002. And, but we didn't start talking until we met up at a club at Blue 67 in Denver. I don't know if anyone is listening from Denver, but yeah, we were at a club at the same time. We didn't go together. We just happened to both be there. And so he started talking to me, and he started pursuing me pretty heavily from then on. I resisted for a while because, I was a reporter, and I didn't want to mix the two. But
no offense, wow. But if you're paying...
Shout out to Michelle. Her name is Michelle. She was a reporter. And what I like about Michelle is very honest. Michelle ain't lying about her shit. She not lying about her motherfucking demons, Shannon. Pure Bible. She admits that she was a married woman and you kept trying to pursue her. And Michelle said that you're a controlling motherfucker on steroids. Pure Bible. Allegedly on steroids. You know what I'm saying? So I believe Michelle. Michelle sound very motherfucking convincing. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
No offense.
What the fuck is going on? These motherfuckers got hella commercials in it. Oh, okay. All right.
After, but I didn't see him again after he raped me. So what led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you...
So she said that Shannon Sharpe R-worded her. That's what his ex-girlfriend is saying.
He dated until the 2010 incident. And then it came to abrupt end because I wanted, we were arguing and he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him again after he raped me. So what led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you guys, I know that the argument ensued first before he allegedly raped you. The argument was about the fact that he had removed one girl from his house and put another girl in his house. And he didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating, so I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time.
Wow. See? That's why we cannot sit here and judge this woman. Pure survival. Whether she looked like Rocky or not, we cannot judge her because she admitted she was married. There is no shame in her freak-off game. Pure survival. And then think about this. She said because Shannon had several women. So she's defending Shannon's sexuality. She's putting it out there that Shannon does like women too. You know what I'm saying? She could be dogging Shannon out. That's why I believe her. Pure survival. But she said Shannon had a lot of ladies. And Shannon made me leave my motherfucking husband. Pure survival. So she really ain't dogging him out. So that's why I believe her.
I wanted, we were arguing and he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him again after he raped me. So what led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you guys, I know that the argument ensued first before he allegedly raped you. The argument was about the fact that he had removed one girl from his house and put another girl in his house and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating. So I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time.
Wow.
Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me?
Wow.
So
See, so listen, she was a real player. Y'all got to give it to this woman.
It just doesn't
Hold
work
on,
that
what
way.
the fuck is going on? Y'all got to give it to her. She said Shannon Sharpe wanted her to leave her husband, but he still wanted to do him. Pure survival. I think this redhead lady is the real MVP. She was the player. She had her husband on call. This motherfucker home, babysitting, doing whatever she want him to do. Pure survival. And she's out getting her cheeks clapped and her biscuit buttered by Shannon motherfucking Sharpe. Pure survival. But she said Shannon wasn't playing by the rules. She like, look, if you want me to leave my motherfucking husband, you got to leave these other women, and then you got to leave your alleged boyfriends. But Shannon was like, fuck no, pure survival.
Put another girl in his house and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating, so I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive the situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And
so you know she's a goddamn gangster on the low. She said, I don't give a damn how big motherfucker Shay Shay is. Pure survival. She gave Shay Shay a one-on-one. She would have did a better fight than motherfucker Jay-Z did Solange in the elevator. Solange and her one-on-one would have been a hell of a motherfucking fight. Pure survival. Because she was not afraid. She said, look, me and Shannon would argue over the phone. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But this was our biggest one. But she was willing to fight him toe to motherfucking freak off toe. So she wasn't afraid of motherfucking Shay Shay.
Can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no.
And this is the same type of Diddy Glover behavior, Shannon. The woman said no. Can't you get that through your greasy head? She no means motherfucking no. She did not want you to clap her cheeks that night. You know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all had a relationship and everything like that, but they say when the woman say the motherfucker no, that means no. But Shannon Sharpe, that big motherfucker gorilla, you know what I'm saying? He said, damn that, you're going to turn it, you're going to bend over, let me pull that red motherfucker hair, praise the Bible, and I'm going to clap those white cheeks. Shannon wanted those white cheeks, goddammit, those pale motherfucker cheeks. He wasn't playing with you. But this woman is not no slouch, pure survival. She, you know what I mean? I don't even know where her husband nationality was. But let's just say if her husband was white. She had a vanilla wafer. She had a chocolate motherfucker bar. This woman can take down a lot of different wieners. Even if she married, pure survival, she don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate her honesty. I'm not saying that it's cool that she was married and she cheated on her husband, but at least she's being honest about herself. Shannon allegedly, I guess he's being a liar about shit, and things are coming out, and the shit she about to say can get him life in jail. I'm telling you, it's gonna get you a bunk right next to P. Diddy. Diddy motherfucking Glover. You Diddy Glover Jr., Shannon. That's what it's looking like. Y'all gotta get them likes up.
It was
Look, eventually, the lounge said, eventually, So didn't care. Laugh out loud. She called him So.
it was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in, and he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer, so
That's why I believe her. Do you hear her? She keeping it real. Shannon Sharpe was her side piece. Pure survival. But Shannon Sharpe promised her that he wouldn't clap nobody else's cheeks, or he wouldn't let nobody else clap his. You know what I'm saying? So she said the only reason why I'm not trying to give you no skins is because you still out there clapping other motherfucking boys' cheeks and other women's cheeks. Allegedly. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why. So she's saying the motherfucker was not trying to hear it and said, no, I'm going to get that motherfucker, those pale cheeks. I want those pale cheeks. I'm not taking a no for an answer. Give me those pale cheeks.
he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer, so he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth, and after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle. Well,
Then did you hear what this woman just said? Hold on, I can't take it. Oh my God. God damn it.
I said no, even though I was.
She said that he. Hold the fuck on. Sweetheart, we're gonna have to put some new batteries in this motherfucking remote. God damn it. The woman said Shannon held her down and shoved his packer, shoved his wiener down her motherfucking throat during survival. And she said, no, get that black dingling away from me, motherfucker, pure survival. Go to your boyfriend's house. Go to your hair stylist house so he can do your hair and y'all can clap each other's cheeks. Pure survival. Get that dingling away from me, Shannon. And Shannon said, no, open that motherfucker mouth. I want to check your freak off temperature. Pure survival. This shit worse than Diddy. I'm telling you now, Shannon, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. This lady said you forced your dingling down her throat. Oh my God. She probably was looking at you like, who you think I am? Kanye West? Pure survival.
After he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle. Well, I had said no, and I said no, even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed, and he knew what he did, and so I just kind of escorted him out the door.
Oh my God, how did it go there? Where did he put the dingling in your mouth? Where was that part?
Handling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer, so he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth, and after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle. So I had said no. And
wow, so Shannon Sharpe put this woman on the ground, took her motherfucking head, and shoved his wee-wee down her throat. Give me that motherfucker here. He was grabbing her by that red head. Put this dick in your mouth. Put this dick in your motherfucking mouth right now, goddammit. This is crazy. I'm sorry. Listen, she's overcome. She's going to get her justice, guys. But just picture that. Shannon grabbed her by the motherfucking head and then shoved his wiener. Look, give me that motherfucker red wig. Give me that motherfucker. Put that motherfucker. This is just crazy, guys. I'm sorry. This is just insane. Shout out to Jimmy Trice. Hit that super chat, Pills of Bible. Ain't knowing honest, not her. She got pulled out to destroy him. The man is a former coastal things, a black man taking over Ports Media. Wake up. Now listen, Jimmy Trice, I agree, right? That Shannon got into some shit, right? Especially with this young person. And I believe that now it's like, okay, they're trying to destroy him. But I'm going to be honest with you. I do believe that Shannon was definitely with this woman. Now, she could be exaggerating. She could be, you know what I'm saying, about the story. Oh, Shannon grabbed me by the red motherfucking head and shoved this dingling in my mouth. She could be making that shit up to get some money. But it's like, who knows? But all I do know is I got a report on the motherfucker because she's very, very honest about being married and being a cheater and all that type of shit. It just doesn't look good, bro. Like, that sound like some Diddy shit. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? This can get him life in jail. With a bunch of people coming out saying all this shit crazy.
I said no, even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed and he knew what he did. And so, I just kind of escorted him out the door. And then I wasn't going to do anything about it. Sometimes when you're with the person for a long time, it's hard for you to realize that they're being the perpetrator, even though you know it, you don't want to admit it, and there's so much going through your mind. But then he started coming at me if I tell anybody.
Look, King of New Jersey said she has to be honest because her husband didn't know, so she had to tell him the truth to get the lawsuit. Absolutely. And the husband like, look, you already cheated on me, bitch. So if you're going to get me some motherfucking money, Pills of Bible, go out there and tell him that Shannon made his wiener disappear. Fucking tell him.
My mouth. And beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth. And after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle. So I had said no. And I said no, even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed and he knew what he did. And so, I just kind of escorted him out the door. And then I wasn't going to do anything about it. Sometimes when you're with the person for a long time, it's hard for you to realize that they're being the perpetrator, even though you know it, you don't want to admit it, and there's so much going through your mind. But then he started coming at me if I tell anybody, he'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And then he started making other threats against my life, threats
See, and this is where it gets worse. Now, she said that Shannon allegedly forced himself on her, R-worded her, you know what I mean? Forced his dingling down her throat. Try not to laugh. And now she's saying Shannon was threatening her life. That can definitely get you life in prison. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Because is this a money grab? Or is they just trying to destroy Shannon? Whatever the case may be, for Shannon to have all that motherfucking money, pure survival, and you go pick up a Halloween mask. Now, I don't think she looked like this back in the day, goddamn it, pure survival. But if you was able to look back then and say, damn, let me see the future. She gonna look like Miss Downfire in the future. You shouldn't have been dealing with her ass, pure survival. And then you got that little young freak off OnlyFans girl running around. She getting everybody amplified. Motherfuckers is coming forward, Shannon. So I hope it ain't no more motherfuckers coming out, dude. Matter of fact, your stylist came out. The dude that you always run around with the backpacks. Pure survival. Talking about, hey.
He'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And then he started making other threats against my life, threats, he just was so worried that it would get out, and I wasn't going to do anything. But when he kept calling me at work, and when he kept, just very aggressively behaving, and I could see it wasn't going to go away, and he said he was going to destroy me and he was going to kill me, and he told me he was watching me, and all that. I just went and got a protective order. I'd had enough. And
so if she got a protection order, that shit should be on file. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? If she really, really got a real protective order, that should be somewhere on file, right? Pure survival. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Shannon Sharpe is guilty. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that she is just trying to do a money grab. Pure survival. I need to know how the people feel. And y'all got to smash that like button. There's too many motherfuckers in the building. You know what I'm saying? 1, if y'all think that he's guilty. 2, if y'all think it's a money grab. It's a lot of motherfuckers saying it's a money grab. Pure survival. So Shannon, looks like you got people standing up with you. Club Shay Shay, we got the look. Most of America is feeling like you ain't did shit, Shannon. Pure survival. So you got the people, but we must listen to Mrs. Downfire. We gotta hear what she said.
But when he kept calling me at work, and when he kept, just very aggressively behaving, and I could see it wasn't going to go away, and he said he was going to destroy me and he was going to kill me, and he told me he was watching me, and all that. I just went and got a protective order. I'd had enough. And unfortunately, shortly after, he doxed me and my address got out, and I had somebody stop by my apartment, which had a door that led right to the side. It was basically on the sidewalk, and somebody came up to my door and said, "Shut up," screamed it at the top of their lungs. And I had my daughter in there right there, and I was like, oh no. And so I went and I dropped it, because also at my house, not my
So she's saying she dropped the protective order because somebody screamed at her door and said, bitch, we about to get your pale ass. Like, now she could be making that up. But if you drop the protective order, that was paper. That's a paper trail. So if you ain't got that, I don't know.
Which had a door that led right to the side. It was basically on the sidewalk. And somebody came up to my door and said, "Shut up," screamed it at the top of their lungs. And I had my daughter in there right there, and I was like, oh no. And so I went and I dropped it, because also at my house, not my apartment, at my house, somebody came to my house and sat out front of, in the driveway while my daughter was there alone. Someone came to my house, someone came to my apartment, and after my daughter called me, that's when I went straight there.
So after you rescinded the restraining order, was there any other weird stuff, or did it kind of just die down?
It died down. I tried to move on with my life.
And how can she prove that that was Shannon Sharpe that sent somebody to her house? You got to be able to prove that shit. Pure survival.
After my daughter called me, that's when I went straight straight there.
So after you rescinded the restraining order, was there any other was there any other weird stuff, or did it kind of just die down?
It died down. I tried to move on with my life.
Rich people don't get headaches after using the phone.
Miss State Champ.
Look at these motherfuckers. They ain't playing. Them commercial ads, I feel them though. I understand why they coming up.
My job, Turner Broadcasting, went on TV at CNN, and it was my job to put the videos from up to YouTube for CNN. That was part of my job. So I'm putting up this video, and here I see Shannon at my job talking about domestic violence, and the co-host mentioned that, oh, you had one that was just totally dropped, made it look like the police dropped it, not that I had gone down and withdrawn it.
So she's saying Shannon Sharpe, she sees Shannon Sharpe talking about domestic violence, pure survival, when he's violent in himself. You know what I'm saying? But then they saying, look, bitch, but you dropped your shit. So if you want to prove that he really did this, why did you drop it? But listen, y'all seen Bill Cosby had motherfuckers come from the 1400s. So that shit don't matter. You could be in the playground with a motherfucker. I could have been in second grade and a motherfucker come out and say, Jamil pushed me down the slide board and he tried to thigh me like Hassan Campbell. A motherfucker could just make the shit up.
So I'm putting up this video, and here I see Shannon at my job talking about domestic violence, and the co-host mentioned that, oh, you had one that was just totally dropped, made it look like the police dropped it, not that I had gone down and withdrawn it. It created a picture that wasn't accurate, and that was a very hostile work environment.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering. Why didn't you file a police report when he raped you?
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows.
I need y'all to put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that she's full of shit. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think she's telling the truth. Pure survival. They asked her, why didn't you file this shit years ago when you said that he allegedly R-worded you during survival? When it was happening during survival, ma'am, why didn't you do shit done? Why are you coming out now that you know that everybody coming for that motherfucker? Pure survival. That's what they asked her, and she said she was afraid for her life. This is what she's saying. Salute to Stacy Gloria. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. She said, surviving the fact that I think I can still see Shannon deep print in her neck. Oh my God, right now. Oh my God, Stacy Gloria said she can still see Shannon Sharpe's dingling print inside of her neck. Pure survival. That was hilarious. She can see the dingling print. Salute to Jimmy Trites. Just hit that super chat again. Damn, look, we fuck around and get $100 in that super chat. Shannon Sharpe, pure survival. We fuck around and do 100. What'd he say? Pablo P. exactly. Drop some truth and it will cover the lies. Right. So nobody believe this girl. This is crazy.
That was a very hostile work environment.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering. Why didn't you file a police report when he raped you?
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there, that would be one of the people that he knows. Atlanta has a problem with corruption down there.
See, and this is why I said it's like a Diddy thing. She's saying Shannon Sharpe had connections with the police. Pure survival. Same thing they said about Diddy. So Shannon got that bag. He had the cops working for him, eating motherfucking donuts while he's running in somebody's donut hole. This is crazy. Salute to Lady D. Oh my God, we got $34 in that super chat. Pure survival. We fuck around and hit that hundo. Yo, this is crazy. So she's saying that Shannon had the police working for her. Y'all got to get them lights up.
People are wondering, why didn't you file a police report when he raped you?
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there, that would be one of the people that he knows. Atlanta has a problem with corruption down there. And I was too scared to go to the police. Because when this happens, you're in a trauma mindset. You're not in a, every day you and I are talking here like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should do that. No, you're like fear for your life. You're traumatized. You're not thinking straight. You're having anxiety and panic attacks. And I was worried that he would, get a hold of this police officer, and who knows what would happen.
Wow, this is not looking good, ma'am. Now, I was trying to defend the fact that I see your honesty, the fact that you dated him before. I believe that part. But you could definitely be putting 100 on 10. You know what I'm saying? Now you blaming the goddamn police. You know what I'm saying? Saying they corrupted. Shannon had him in his tight ass pants pocket. He had the police in his tight pants pocket. And then at the same time, you talking about you were scared for your life, but you were cheating on your husband with this big black dude that looked like the dude that played in the Green Mile, pure survival. So if you was afraid of motherfucker Shannon so much, what the fuck was you dating him for? Why didn't you just stay with your husband, pure survival?
Corruption down there. And I was too scared to go to the police. Because when this happens, you're in a trauma mindset. You're not in a, every day you and I are talking here like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should do that. No, you're like fear for your life. You're traumatized. You're not thinking straight. You're having anxiety and panic attacks. And I was worried that he would, get a hold of this police officer, and who knows what would happen. And so it was just a decision, and it's a decision a lot of rape victims make, to not go to the police. They always say the woman is crazy. Hey, I might be at this point after everything I've dealt with.
She is so motherfucking calm. Like now, like I said, I believe Shannon clapped her cheeks once upon a time, pure survival, but she too calm. Like I need a victim to be falling out. I need you to be crying right now after 30 years. I've been having nightmares for the last 30 motherfucking years, pure survival. Every time I wake, I go to sleep, I have a dream that Shannon Sharpe tried to stick his pickle inside of my jar. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got, she do not sound like she upset at all. She sound like she laughing, joking, playing, like she happy she about to come up on some motherfucking money, pure survival. Y'all gotta get them likes up.
Get a hold of this police officer, and who knows what would happen. And so it was just a decision, and it's a decision a lot of rape victims make, to not go to the police. They always say the woman is crazy. Hey, I might be at this point after everything I've dealt with. But back then, no. I'm definitely not crazy. And to see him paint me the way that he did, first off, I'm not somebody crawling out of the woodwork to talk about my connection with him like he insinuated in his statement. I've been suing him.
What's your message to his latest accuser who's been doxxed?
So she's saying she's been out, she's been suing him. Shannon told her, crawl your ass back in your goddamn wormhole. You know what I mean? Where did you come from with this? And we all know in relationships, pure survival, you have some people that be scorned. You know what I mean? Where they think the grass is green and they go out there and step in dog shit, pure survival. And then they look up and see your life, you going all the way up this motherfucker, and they going all the way down there, pure survival. So some people be bitter. Like they feel like, look, if we ain't together, motherfucker, you ain't supposed to be happy. You ain't supposed to be doing better than me, goddammit. Fuck all that. So they see that you in trouble, pure survival. So now she want to come out and try to say, oh, he did all this horrible shit to me. You know what I mean? But you wasn't singing that shit before. But you saying you said it before, but you wasn't this loud. Like I said, I don't know what's true or not. I'm just reacting.
And to see him paint me the way that he did, first off, I'm not somebody crawling out of the woodwork to talk about my connection with him like he insinuated in his statement. I've been suing him.
What's your message to his latest accuser who's been doxing? What would you say to her if you can send a message to her?
I pray for you. I have been there. I've been dealing with this for 15 years, so I know what you're going through.
So she talking about she praying for the OnlyFans freak off model, Pure Survival. We know that she's doing the money grab, but Shannon was wrong for even fucking with a girl that was what? What was she like, 14, 15, Pure Survival? They saying 19, but she probably was 14. You know what I'm saying? That girl about to cash out. You sitting there. Now, Shannon was talking to her crazy, talking about, I want to choke you. But I don't know if he was role playing or what the fuck. But she's trying to act like she feel real sad for the other girl, like she really a victim. I don't know, Shannon. This stuff could get you really, really. It could get you put in jail. We be going to your trial this week. This shit crazy.
I can send a message to her.
I pray for you. I have been there. I've been dealing with this for 15 years, so I know what you're going through.
She says, you know what she going through. She over there on OnlyFans, busting it wide open, Pure Survival. But this is what they gonna use, Shannon. The way you was talking to the OnlyFans model, they gonna use this. With
Anything
that.
I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you.
You see that? He said, Gabby, if you use that word again, I'm going to strangle the shit out of you. Pure Survival. And Shannon is a big motherfucker. Even his part, the part in Shannon's head looks scary. Pure Survival. That motherfucker, as big as he is with that big ass motherfucking part, the part in his head is scary. God damn it. He looked like if this was slavery, Shannon Sharpe would be the biggest slave on the motherfucking shit. Pure Survival. He be the one moving shit around. You know what I'm talking about? He be the strongest goddamn black slave. But this man just said that he choked this girl, so that's why this motherfucking redhead lady using the same shit. This ain't looking good.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Wow, see, I don't know what that was, but she said, I don't want to be choked. Oh my God. And he said, yes, you do. So, like, I don't know if that's role playing or if that's real fear. But do y'all believe Shannon? Put a one in the chat if y'all believe Shannon, this video right here. Put
To my family.
a one in the chat if y'all believe Shannon Sharpe. Put a two in the chat if y'all think he lying in this video right here.
Supporters and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know.
And that's what they're still in negotiation with. There is an alleged freak off tape of Shannon Sharpe and that girl clapping cheeks, getting, doing some real freaky wild shit. But that tape, as y'all see, is not out right now. So they're in negotiations. So I don't know what's going on, but Shannon don't want that tape to come out. Pure Survival. What y'all think happening on that tape? Who y'all think in charge? The little 19-year-old girl, Pure Survival, or this big black motherfucker right here, Pure Survival? Who y'all think in charge? Listen. Who y'all think? The girl was running the shit? The little young girl was running circles around shit in Pure Survival? Had his nose wide, motherfucking open. Buck ass naked, dildoing that man down.
You see, Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
And I'll give it to Shannon. Y'all see the interview with Shannon and Lil Bow Wow, Pure Survival? How Shannon is trying to pretend like nothing going on. Like he like just, you know that shit got to be eating him up. Pure Survival. You know how you got something on your mind, but you got shit you got to do, and you trying to play it off like that shit ain't going on. Oh no, that motherfucker still shook up like a can of soda. You know what I'm saying? But now listen. The shit that Umar Johnson said, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to all. Y'all know I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Race, I don't give a fuck what color you is, what your sexuality is, or whatever. But motherfucking Umar Johnson, he always talking about Snow Bunny this and Snow Bunny that. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying Shannon Sharpe need to leave the Snow Bunnies alone. This is what he's saying. To me, I feel like any female that ain't right is capable of doing some fucked up shit, no matter what color you is. Pure Bible. But y'all judge on what Umar's saying, and y'all let me know. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. Pure Survival.
What about Shannon Sharpe, him getting sued for $50 million by a white girl, a 19-year-old white girl?
It's interesting, Art, because last week I was at FDMG Academy doing some walkthroughs with some potential floor contractors because we still have to get the floors covered up. The concrete where we remove the rugs, that has to be covered up with tile. And so I'm in Wilmington, Delaware, outside of the school, and all of a sudden, my phone started going off. It started going off. I don't know if this was Monday or Tuesday, because Tony Busby, the attorney representing the alleged victim, Gabriella Zuniga, or should we call her Gabriella I Love to Sue Ninjas?
So he's saying that the girl that's suing motherfucking Shannon Sharpe is Gabriella I Love to Sue Ninjas. I love to sue Negroes. That's it.
The attorney representing the alleged victim, Gabriella Zuniga, or should we call her Gabriella I Love to Sue Ninjas? But that case was entered into court Sunday, a week from yesterday. And so I think I was at the school on Monday, it must have been, Art, Monday or Tuesday. And so my phone is going off, and I'm getting all these texts. Shannon Sharpe has been Snow Bunny. Shannon Sharpe has been Snow Bunny. Dr. Umar.
Did y'all hear that? Dr. Umar said Shannon Sharpe has been Snow Bunnied. Pure survival. Do y'all know what that mean? What does Shannon Sharpe mean? I mean, what does Umar Johnson mean by Shannon Sharpe got Snow Bunnied? Pure survival. What does he mean? I'm gonna let y'all tell me. What does being Snow Bunny mean? Y'all let me know. Pure survival. Is it the same thing that the Kardashians did to Kanye West? Pure survival. Let me know.
Then Art, Monday or Tuesday. And so my phone is going off, and I'm getting all these texts. Shannon Sharpe has been Snow Bunny. Shannon Sharpe has been Snow Bunny. Dr. Umar, Shannon is being accused of the unthinkable. And it bothered me because, as you know, me and Shannon Sharpe have had some back and forths over the internet, never directly, but obviously me speaking to him and him speaking to me about, you know, his position that he don't date black women and that he prefers Caucasians. And of course, being who I am, respecting all women, no matter what the color, but I believe black men need to be with black women. And given the fact,
and that's his preference, ladies and gentlemen. That's his preference. I don't give a damn who you date. Pure survival. It's all about how a person treats you. Like I told y'all, I know demons in all races. You know what I'm saying? I know some demonic Spanish girls, some demonic motherfucking white girls, black girls, demonic, all kinds. You know what I'm saying? Like I judge people off of people.
That Sean Puffy Combs finds himself in a situation he's in, and R. Kelly finds himself in a situation he's in, and Bill Cosby finds himself in a situation he's in, and of course, Sean Carter freeing himself from false allegations that Tony Busby had lodged against him, you would think that in the aftermath of all of these sex assault cases that's going on, that Shannon Sharpe or any black male celebrity for that matter will conduct themselves in a more responsible manner. So I'm not here to beat a man when he's down, obviously, because as I've made it clear on social media, okay, to the disappointment of many, I stand with Shannon Sharpe. And I stand with Shannon Sharpe on art for one reason and one reason only. And that is because what he did and
So he's saying he's standing with Shannon Sharpe, and I think he about to say why he don't want to stand with Shannon Sharpe. Y'all got to smash that like button.
law, it's about whether you broke the law. It's not about whether what you did was right or wrong. And so I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe because I don't want to see his life destroyed like Puff, like Kelly, like they tried to do to Carter, like they've done to Cosby. I don't want to see this happen to another man. And because she was not legally a child, although too young for nearly all of us to feel comfortable with the man of his age dating her, it was not against the law for him to be with this 19-year-old.
And put a one in the chat if y'all think that Shannon Sharpe was out of pocket for dating a goddamn teenager when he's 3,017 years old. That's where his ass went wrong. You are dating a goddamn teenager. She just coming out of pull-ups. Bible. So, motherfucker, you better know how all them little young motherfuckers is. That's OnlyFans, models, motherfucking Instagram models, all them young girls is trying to get that money. And you that old senior citizen, motherfucker, Bible. You know what I'm saying? The damn near got dementia. You know, and you didn't know what that girl was about. She like, nigga, I'm this old man, I'm about to get him for everything. That's something you should have been knew. Pure survival. And that could have happened to any person that solved that like that and fuck with a young teenager. I wouldn't even feel comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy.
So what do we know about this situation? According to Gabriella Zuniga, she met Shannon Sharpe at a gym in Los Angeles approximately 2 years ago, 2023. Now, Shannon alleges that he tried to present her with an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, which every celebrity should require from anyone they engage with.
So he tried to get a non-disclosure agreement with her. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? That Shannon tried to get the girl to sign an NDA? Did anybody in the chat knew that? You know what I mean? Where she wouldn't have been able to say whatever was going on? I did not know that.
Well, guess what, Art? She decides she's not going to sign the NDA.
Oh.
That right there was a warning to Shannon Sharpe that this 19-year-old, who you shouldn't be dating anyway because of her age, because of her race, you need to end this. If she don't want to sign an NDA dating a celebrity, you know what that means. That means if this doesn't go her way, she's going to expose you. Shannon Sharpe should have ended it right there. The problem was she fit his type. Obviously, Uncle Shay Shay, he likes Caucasian women, as we all know, and he likes them very skinny, which I didn't know. And the reason I'm saying that is the pictures that are floating around the internet on Gabrielle Asu Ninjas is the pictures of a very petite Caucasian woman who, not being disrespectful when I say this, appears to be built like a 13, 14, 15-year-old child.
So he's saying that Shannon Sharpe, the girl, was built like a 13, 14-year-old motherfucking child, pure survival. So she was built like a 13, 14-year-old. This is what motherfucker Umar Johnson is saying. And ladies and gentlemen, like I told y'all before, there is crazy black women, There is crazy white women. There is crazy Spanish women, crazy Chinese women. I don't give a damn what motherfucking color you is. I feel like I judge you off of what you are. I don't think just because she's a little white girl that this would have just happened. Any young girl would have gotten that man motherfucking pockets, press her Bible, would have got his old ass too. They would have got him. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Salute to Michael Jones. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Michael. We got over $50 in that motherfucker, Michael. I told him we gonna hit a hundo today. We fuck around and hit a hundo. But I don't care what color you is though, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, because any colored female can bring you hell. Just like any colored dude can bring you fucking hell.
Petite Caucasian woman who, not being disrespectful when I say this, appears to be built like a 13, 14, 15-year-old child. She doesn't appear to be developed like a woman. She doesn't appear to be a woman who's in childbearing age. There's no curves on that body. There's no lumps on that body. And according to her, allegedly, Shannon Sharpe told her that if she would lose enough weight for him, he would buy her some artificial breasts. Now, that's very puzzling.
Wow, she was already skinny. Look, Seeker the Truth says she's skinny. Yeah, she's skinny in the motherfucker. How much more weight do you want the little white girl to lose? You know what I'm saying? Pure Survival. Oh, thank you so much, Lady D. Pure Survival. Love you and Lady Lounge. Oh, that's love. Thank you so much, Lady D. Pure Survival. We hit $75 in that super chat, goddammit. You see this club, Shay? We trying to hit that hundo. But yo, this is crazy, guys. So Shannon wanted this girl to lose more weight. She already was like this fucking big. Y'all got to get them likes up though, guys, because we got a lot of people in the building. We do need them likes up. But this is crazy.
Because she's already extra skinny, extra petite, no booty, no breast, no nothing. Why would you want her to lose any more weight? So from that, we can gather that Shannon Sharpe's type is an extra pale, extra skinny Caucasian. He definitely don't like them 5'5" thick in the thighs like Dr. Umar. He don't want butter almond. He don't want butter pecan. He don't want fudge, cinnamon, mahogany. He don't even want African vanilla, African butterscotch, African lemonade. He wants some pale and skinny. I want them brown chocolate and curvy. So anyway.
Wow, pure survival. So he don't want vanilla wafers. He don't want the motherfucking caramel. He don't want milk chocolate chip. He's naming it off like ice cream. Pure survival. He don't want butter pecan. Motherfucker, he don't want the, what's the other kind? The Oreo cookie chip. Like, I love ice cream. Pure survival. Me and my baby love ice cream. We go to ice cream shops all the time. So it's different kinds of ice cream. He's saying Shannon don't like no other ice cream. Just that one kind. Let's get them likes up to 400, ladies and gentlemen. Pure survival.
Any Caucasian. He definitely don't like them 5'5" thick in the thighs like Dr. Umar. He don't want butter almond. He don't want butter pecan. He don't want fudge, cinnamon, mahogany. He don't even want African vanilla, African butterscotch, African lemonade. He wants some pale and skinny. I want them brown chocolate and curvy. So anyway, they engage in this BDSM relationship. It appears that both of them allegedly are sadomasochistic. They are into BDSM behavior, bondage, domination, submission, and humiliation.
Wow. So they into the BTK type of shit. Y'all remember the BTK killer? And the BTK still stood for BTK. Bond. What did the BTK killer stood for, y'all? I know it's like bondage, some shit. I watched the BTK. Bold bondage, some shit. The BTK killer. Remember the dude? He didn't get caught for 30 years. He felt like he wasn't getting credit, so he started leaving evidence and shit 30 years later just so he can get caught on purpose. Oh yeah, bind, torture, kill. That's what the BTK stand for. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So this is what. So basically, Umar Johnson is saying that Shannon Sharpe is like the BTK freak off killer. Pure survival. He's the BTK freak off killer.
They engage in this BDSM relationship. It appears that both of them allegedly are sadomasochistic. They are into BDSM behavior, bondage, domination, submission, and humiliation. That's what BDSM means.
Wow.
Now, some people are asking the question, Art, why didn't Shannon find someone a little older? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and his fame, find an older white woman or older black woman, even if you went with your 30s, even if you went with your 20s? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and fame, get a woman who was a little bit more mature? I'm going to tell you why. I think.
Now, before he say that, can y'all tell me why do y'all think Shannon Sharpe wanted a younger woman? Can y'all tell me? Because I don't know why he wanted to be with a teenager. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I got 2 daughters, and neither one of my daughters are teenagers. Myself. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell did he want a young girl for? To take advantage of the girl, control, pedo, predator, looks, control, tough women. Ha ha ha. Hold on. He wanted to be dominated. He could dominate. He wants to control. Damn, a lot of people saying control. Younger. Hold on. Seeker said younger, easier to take advantage of. Wow. Damn, that's crazy. Take advantage. My baby, the lounge said take advantage. So, all right. So, yeah, that's what it is.
The 30s, even if you went with your 20s, why didn't Shannon, with his money and fame, get a woman who was a little bit more mature? I'm going to tell you why I think he didn't get a woman who was a little bit more mature, Art. Number one, he's not interested in women who are a little bit more mature. But also, Art, you and I know that if you get you a sophisticated black woman, and I'm assuming it's the same for the Snow Bunny Mafia, but if you get you a sophisticated black woman, she ain't going to be doing all that freaked out stuff.
Wow, did he just say the Snow Bunny Mafia? This is pure survival. Yo, he just said, I don't know if it's for the Snow Bunny Mafia. I didn't know it was a Snow Bunny Mafia. Pure survival. What the fuck is the Snow Bunny Mafia? Salute to Jimmy Trice. Oh, we got $80 in that super chat. We might hit that hundo. That redhead is extremely unattractive. She mad because nobody is checking for her anymore. She probably ain't even married anymore. No value. Shout out to Jimmy Trice. Jimmy, you may be just telling the truth. Well, actually, you is telling the truth, Jimmy. Pure survival. I'm gonna agree with you for sure. Like, ain't nobody checking for her. But that's crazy. Jimmy went right at her. Like, look, ain't nobody checking for that motherfucker. Pure the Bible. But yo, he just said the Snow Bunny Mafia. Look, Sado said Mafia. Marvin Sado, what the fuck is Umar Johnson talking about? He said the Snow Bunny Mafia. Pure the Bible.
Woman. And I'm assuming it's the same for the Snow Bunny Mafia. But if you get you a sophisticated black woman, she ain't going to be doing all that freaked out stuff early on in the relationship. You're going to have to earn that. If you get it at all, if you understand what I'm saying. Ain't no black woman I know, not no black woman of respect, whether she's a celebrity or a regular working class sister with a 9-to-5 trying to make ends meet. She is not going to be engaging in BDSM behavior unless you put a ring on it. You're either going to put a ring on it or you're going to pay her up front.
Oh my God. Salute to Lady D. Just hit that super chat. Got us to that hundo. Pure survival, Lady D. Look, she said you had 100. Yes, thank you so much. Well, it's actually $99.93. Pure survival. But that's a hundo. Yo, thank you so much. Everybody that hit that super chat. Thank all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yo, do y'all think that Shannon is telling the truth? Or Umar Johnson, do y'all agree with him? He's saying that ain't no black woman going to let you bond them and bound them and put tennis balls in their mouth and different shit like that. Like, how many of y'all that's in here right now that's into getting tied up and bound and all that type of shit? I'm not into that shit. But I'm not against you. If you like to be bound and tied up with a sock around your neck, pure survival, that's on you. If that makes you come. But God damn it, look, what Dr. Sharice, she said yes. Oh my God, Pearl Survival. Michael Jones just hit that goddamn super chat. Michael, Guy just hit that super chat. Lady D just hit that super chat again. We had $111. Pearl Survival. Y'all some bad motherfuckers. Y'all better than goddamn Michael Jackson and Prince put together with MC Hammer pants on. Pure survival. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm trying to understand what Dr. Cherie said. Hold on. I said to y'all, how many females is in the chat right now? Put a 1 in the chat if you cool with getting tied up, bound, and choked and strangled out, like sexually. Put a 2 in the chat if it's a hell no. Put a 2 in the chat if it's a okay. Pure survival. Cause I'm confused. I'm trying to see. Oh, let me see how nasty these motherfuckers is in this goddamn chat. Praise the Bible. Okay, we got the hell no's. 2. All right, yes, there we go. 2. I'm about to say y'all goddamn nasty motherfuckers in here. Praise the Bible. My baby said no. I know that's right. Praise the Bible. Look, everybody, all y'all ain't telling the truth. Some of you motherfuckers was tied up before with a tennis ball in your mouth. Praise the Bible. Like Stedman. Look, we got one. Moolaloo said, fuck it, I've been tied up and bound and peed on. Oh my God. All right, let's get back to it. Praise the Bible.
And it appears that in Shannon's relationship with Gabriella, he wasn't taking care of her financially, Art. It does not appear that he was taking care of the Snow Bunny financially. Because if he was, why are there texts of her asking him for $10,000?
So he's saying Shannon wasn't paying her enough money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, did y'all hear when Shannon Sharpe's alleged boyfriend, the hairstylist, just came out recently and confirmed that they allegedly had a secret gay love affair? Now, I don't care about people's sexuality, but we got to talk about it. Do y'all think that the hairstylist is now trying to sue Shannon? Like, so if he's saying that they had an affair, is he going to say, well, Shannon, he R-worded me, he took it in the cakes? After he was taking it in the cakes, he's saying Shannon stole it. Like he stole my tasty cakes. I used to give him my cakes, but then he stole it one night. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that the gay stylist, his hairstylist, is going to try to sue him next. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think so. Because I don't understand why he would come out now to say him and Shannon had, a secret gay love affair. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Okay, it's possible. Unless he's trying to come for the money. You know what I mean? Like, why would he expose Shannon if they was in a relationship? They were boyfriend and boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? But the male stylist came out and said him and Shannon was definitely clapping cheeks and going out buying purses together. Pure survival. Getting their nails done.
If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me look like a fool.
See, now that is Shannon Sharpe's hairstylist. You know what I'm saying? And that trans woman, I think that's what I'm going to call her, if I'm right, said that Shannon, she don't care how big she is, how big he is, he's going to let the world know that, he was putting his pickle in his pickle jar.
Then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me look like a fool.
Bravo. It's not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo, not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo has been trying to get Hollywood to come on a reality show as a full-time cast member. Hollywood is Shannon's ex-stylist that he took to football games.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Shannon Sharpe has always been in the spotlight for his bold takes and flashy fits, but now his private life is making headlines. From courtside sightings with a rumored ex-lover.
And I remember when this happened. You know what I'm saying? Because now everything with Shannon is coming out. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about if these two was lovers. And the way that they like kind of cooped up and booed up and they're going out on these dates and shit, Bible, this looks like a date. I mean, that's just what it looked like to me. Like he got his arm on him, like they look real happy, and you know what I'm saying? Like what we're gonna do tonight and everything else. They've been constantly going to games, going to baseball games, buy me some peanuts and some Cracker Jacks, you know what I'm saying? And now this stylist that he was allegedly dating is now saying Shannon was my girlfriend or was my boyfriend. Pure survival. So I mean, it's everybody coming for Shannon right now.
Sharpe has always been in the spotlight for his bold takes and flashy fits, but now his private life is making headlines. From courtside sightings with a rumored ex-lover to accidental IG live leaks and shocking new lawsuits, things are spiraling fast. And now his former stylist, yes, the same one fans think he was romantically linked to, is dropping cryptic receipts and hinting at secrets that could rock Shannon's world. And the craziest part? He's even spilling the tea about how Shannon tried to blackball him so he wouldn't leak his bedroom affairs to the world. Just what's happening?
Oh, wow. So the stylist is saying that Shannon was trying to blackball him because he was afraid that he was going to come out and expose their secret alleged gay love affair. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Shannon was really having an affair with his male hairstylist. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that they weren't having an affair. You know what I'm saying? I kind of think they was going together, my opinion. But y'all got your own. Pure survival. Look, it's a lot of ones. We got a lot of ones. Pure survival.
Rock Shannon's world. And the craziest part? He's even spilling the tea about how Shannon tried to blackball him so he wouldn't leak his bedroom affairs to the world. Just what's happening? Did Sharpe really try to silence his male stylist? And is that just the beginning? Let's find out. So, a while ago, Shannon was trending in the headlines after he was spotted sitting courtside with Russell Hollywood Simpson, a gay stylist who, get this, was also NFL safety Kerry Rhodes' former lover. The two were spotted several times at the Lakers games. In fact, Hollywood even accompanied Shannon to high-profile events, and it seemed like Shannon was a fan of his work. However, with the two practically joined at the hip, the internet started talking, and Shannon did not like that one bit. People were questioning his sexuality. Mind you, there have always been rumors about Shannon being on the down low.
The streets, when the streets are talking, where there's smoke, there's fire. Definitely think Shannon Sharpe. And it's just like, I've been around a lot of heterosexual men. And comfortable heterosexual men don't need to always defend their heterosexualness.
Right. Listen, shout out to Tasha K and shout out to Tasha K's finger waves. Pure survival. Shout out to Tasha K's motherfucking finger waves and her honesty and the winos. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Intelligence, FEMI. Thank you for the goddamn super chat, Pure Survival. Keep up the goodest content. Thank you so goddamn much. Damn, we hit 120, motherfuckers, 121 in the goddamn super chat. Y'all was going crazy today, Pure Survival. But Tasha K and her finger waves, shout out to her. Now listen, what she's saying is true. Because if you are a straight man, right, you don't got to keep saying every 5 minutes, no homo, no homo, no homo. You could be talking about, motherfucker, look, what we going to eat for dinner tonight? No homo. I just asked what you about to eat for dinner tonight. I'm just saying no homo. Don't give me no nuts. Don't give me no motherfucking drumsticks. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. No homo. Like, if you got to keep trying to say that you not, what the fuck is you doing that for? Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, if you straight, you ain't got to fucking really keep talking about it. You know what I mean? But, oh my God, God damn it, Jimmy Trice, Pure Survival, hit that super chat again. We at 1 goddamn 30. I meant to say that lion purse arm. Oh my God, Pure Survival. Damn, we fuck around and hit that 2 in the super chat today. God damn it. I don't put it past y'all. But listen, what Tasha K is saying is true. Like, if you ain't gay, whatever the case, you ain't got to keep saying it. Pure Survival. It is what it is.
I've been around a lot of heterosexual men, and comfortable heterosexual men don't need to always defend their heterosexualness. Mm-hmm. Shannon Sharpe is always upset when somebody's saying that he's gay.
Even Mike Epps entered the chat at one point, talking about how Shannon was gay secretly. Yeah.
Yup,
And
yeah,
for the
Shannon
Shannon,
do get
we
mad
love
with. Oh my God damn it, Lady D, this is pure survival. Oh my God. Lady D just hit that goddamn super chat, sent a player $50. Pearl Survival. We got damn near $200 in that goddamn super chat. Oh, love the show so much. Thank you so much. I thank every goddamn body. Look what you did to me, Lady D. You got a motherfucker screaming in here. I'm gonna have to take my nebulizer, Pearl Survival. I'm going to have to take my asthma pump. I got an asthma machine. You know the nebulizers you get in little kids? I'm a grown ass man that be taking the motherfucking nebulizer. Pearl Survival. I don't give a damn. All right. Sometimes I lose my goddamn breath. But oh, that was crazy. You hit that motherfucker hard, goddammit.
So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'm sitting down. I thought he was going to attack that. This shit is called Shay Shay. I'm just telling you.
Now, honestly, this isn't the first time there's been talk about a celebrity being on the down low, but Shannon always seems to take it way too seriously. In fact, he goes out of his way to shut down the allegations. Check out how he clapped back at Epps during an episode of his Nightcap podcast with Chad Ochochinco Johnson. Mention my name again and I'm gonna put the DMs out. And I don't like doing this, but you're lying. He also said, I don't care about all that other stuff. You can say I'm gay. I don't care about that, because I won't chase a lie. But I won't let you lie on my name. Say my name again, and I'm gonna release the DM, because you're lying. You said I reached out to you to come on Club Shay Shay, and you're a mofo lie. Now when I see you, I'm gonna see if you're about that. I'm gonna see if you wanna say what you've been saying, trying to get some jokes because you got mad because Cat Williams did what he did. He made it seem like he was really mad about lying about Epps, lying about the interview invitation. But honestly, fans could see past the act he was desperately trying to put up. And so with
And do y'all remember when Club Shay Shay was threatening to beat up motherfucker Mike Epps, Pure Survival, when him and Mike Epps was going back and forth? Because motherfucking they were making jokes talking about his sexuality, you know, because he get real upset, like they said, if you call him gay. You know what I mean? If you motherfuckers called me gay, I wouldn't give a goddamn Pure Survival. Where's the boyfriend? Where my boyfriend at then? like I would laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm comfortable with what I know, and then y'all know my motherfucking baby, pure survival. But that's my whole thing. Like if you comfortable and know what you are, that shit shouldn't make you so fucking pissed. I wouldn't give a fuck. Cause I'm telling you, if I was, I would have been. I'm the one of them people. I'm too loud. I can't be trapped in the motherfucking closet. Pure survival. I'd have been came out. Look, fuck it. I got a boyfriend, and he's about to come out. Come on, Jaden Smith, get the fuck on out of here. Pure survival. Frank Ocean, come on, all y'all. Caitlyn Jenner, we're gonna come out and we're gonna protest. Get y'all motherfucking asses out there. Pure survival. I said, look, guys, these are my friends and these are my boyfriends. I'll come too loud. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like whatever you are, no matter what you are, love your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you are, what you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know, that's just how I feel. I do not care. But I feel like whatever you stand for, you need to stand up for yourself. So fucking what? You know what I mean? You're a Christian, you're a Christian. You're Muslim, you're Muslim. Just know that I'm spiritual. I'm one of them motherfuckers. God is in me. Just don't try to make me be what you is. You know what I'm saying?
these kinds of comments going around, Shannon's decision to hire someone like Hollywood made things extra messy. That's why he decided to make some moves. He fired Hollywood. Worst of all, he wasn't a gentleman about it. He tried to discredit Hollywood, saying that he had nothing to do with his outfits. In fact, he went as far as to rehire his previous stylist, Shelley Davis, and told everyone that she was the real mastermind behind his wardrobe. And that kind of made it clear to fans what Shannon was trying to do. He was trying to shut down the rumor mill.
And I get it. My stylist, Hollywood, he was gay. Okay, that's his life. That's not mine. Hollywood no longer styles me. Why? Because I'm loyal to Shelley. She was hurt that after 20 plus years of being my stylist, that I had gone outside to hire someone else.
Wow. So Shannon Sharpe fired his stylist because he got tired of the gay rumors. Pure survival. So you fired that man. Like if you know that you was straight, So you ended that man's job, that, you know what I'm saying, man's job or whatever, because you was afraid of the rumors. But if you knew that you didn't go that way, why would you take that man's job away? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is some fucked up shit. So now I see why the stylist is coming out like, oh, so you trying to act like I wasn't clapping your cheeks or you wasn't clapping mine, Pure Survival, and you fired me? Got me back at the goddamn welfare office, arguing with the fucking case manager, telling them, look, turn my fucking food stamp on. Pure Survival, turn my food stamps on. Why y'all keep acting like y'all own the stamps? All you gotta do is hit one button, Pure Survival, and my SNAP balance will be back on. So now he got to go back to the welfare office because you don't want people thinking that you're gay. So I see why the stylist is coming out now, Shannon. Pure Survival. That was awful. You just fired that man. So he like, look, man, we've been going together. Now I'm going to put him out there. You know what I'm saying? So he's scorned. And then now this woman that just came out, she's scorned too. And boy, oh boy, if they try to put criminal charges on Shannon, because I think that they might come with that next. And that's when it's really going to be bad. That's when that man could end up right next to Diddy, in a jail cell next to Diddy, if they bring up criminal charges. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
He was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand.
And that's what they want. She said he was manhandling me, and that's their whole goal, to prove if Shannon has a history of allegedly beating up women. So this woman, like, look, I'm gonna get him. The alleged, gay affair stylist, he's scorned, he fired me. You know what I'm saying? And you got the OnlyFans model, she's a teenager, Pure Survival, in the playground, like, I'm about to get $100 million. So now, Shannon, you better hope no more people come out. This is bad.
He was threatening. I didn't see him again after he raped me.
So what led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you guys, I know that the argument ensued first before he allegedly raped you?
The argument was about the fact that he had removed one girl from his house and put another girl in his house and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating, so I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband.
And y'all hear that?
And,
listen, you was dating Shannon.
I don't recall for sure, but I think I did.
Oh my God, these motherfucking batteries.
And so
see this shit? Look,
minute,
I can't even shut her up when I want to.
Which is you.
Look.
But you want to move somebody into your house.
Do you see that, baby? And I know you sitting there watching me struggle over here. She should be walking through this door any minute, y'all. You see this remote keep fucking up. Pure the Bible. But no, how can you say that you got a husband and you got Shannon Sharpe, but you get mad when Shannon Sharpe is fucking with other people? This woman is scorned. She wanted her cake and eat that motherfucker too. You know what I mean? Thank you very much, honey. I'm in here struggling like a motherfucker. You see me fighting with this remote? Brother, I'm trying to give you all these remote hints.
We gotta take care of you right now.
Yes, the lounge is in the building, y'all. Pure Survival. She had to come save me with the remote, guys. You know what I'm saying? She had to come save me. Save me. Got me feeling like Meek Mills. No Diddy. Pure Survival. Save me. Save me. Somebody save me. Save me.
Okay, try that. Okay, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you so much. And you gonna call me Daddy Cakes. Baby, they don't know you call me Daddy Cakes. You calling me Daddy Cakes, now they're gonna think that I'm like controlling. I'm like, look, Jamil makes her call him Daddy Cakes.
No.
Pure Survival. He makes her call him Daddy Cakes. We're surviving Daddy Cakes. It's like, no, thank you so much. But if this woman telling the truth or not, I don't know. Look, not Daddy Cakes. We are surviving the fact that you call me Daddy Cakes.
Did. And so, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it's coming from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. No.
She said, he's not a faithful person, so I'm not going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. But you cheated on your goddamn husband. Praise the Bible. Make that make sense. You're not going to be faithful to an unfaithful motherfucker, but you got in the relationship unfaithfully. Does that make sense? She said that she's not going to be faithful to Shannon Sharpe because he's unfaithful. But she admits that she was unfaithful. That doesn't not make no sense, ma'am. Pure the Bible.
You want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it's coming from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive the situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the...
God damn it, salute to Jimmy Trice. Just hit that super chat again. Pure survival. We got 180 in the goddamn super chat, y'all. Pure survival. Is it possible we can hit that 200? Thank you so much, goddamn Jimmy. Jimmy said yuck. Yes, Jimmy, she is yuck. I'm sorry. Jimmy, I told y'all that movie Rocky, she looked just like that motherfucker. Pure survival. Let's get them likes up to 500 if possible.
We fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer, so he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth, and after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed.
So he overpowered her, stuck his pickle in her mouth, pure survival. She never thought to bite that motherfucker off, spit the bitch in the air, pure survival. Shannon Sharpe penis juice all on the wall. She didn't think of doing none of this shit, calling the cops, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because she was allegedly afraid of her motherfucker for her life, pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't punch him in the nuts, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not know. Like I said, everybody is coming for Shannon right now, and it's just not looking good. You know what I'm saying? So with her saying this in this graphic detail, he took my head and did that. Like in that part in the prison system, they can turn that shit into a criminal charge. He's saying that he R-worded her. So, man, it's just crazy. Like I said, if she doing it for money, John, it's fucked up. It's just messed up all around the board. You know what I'm saying?
I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer, so he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth, and after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle. So I had said no, and I said no, even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed, and he knew what he did, and so I just kind of escorted him out the door, and then I wasn't going to do anything about it. Sometimes when you're with a person for a long time, it's hard for you to realize that they're being the perpetrator, even though you know it, you don't want to admit it, and there's so much going through your mind. But then he started coming at me if I tell anybody, he'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And then he started making other threats against my life, threats, he just was so worried that it would get out, and I wasn't going to do it.
You see that? He was making threats on my life. That's where she's trying to get this man life in jail, guys. And I am sorry. Like I said, she could have been prom queen. She could have been a beauty queen back when Shannon was dealing with her, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all, I judge people by what's in here, for real, for real. I'm not really all about the looks. Because you could be as fine as you want to be and could be an evil person. Pure survival. You know what I mean? I feel like your looks is what's inside of here. For real, for real. But I'm not going to act like she don't look like she could have been in a motherfucking Michael Myers movie years ago. Pure survival. I just feel like she played in Jason. Like when I'm looking at her, I'm thinking, like, I cannot help but to hear that motherfucking noise when I'm looking at her in her face. Bible. But that's all I got to say, man. We don't know if she's money grabbing, if she's genuine, whatever the case may be. This can get Shannon in a whole lot of, we got to sit back to see what happens. If they're going to come with criminal charges, if Shannon Sharpe's going to pay that fucking, whatever that OnlyFans model wants, she probably want. He got to get like 20 million, 30 million to probably make a deal. Look, bitch, I can't give you 50, but I'll give you 20. Brother Bible. Don't put that sex tape out with you dildoing me and all down and shit. But you got me tied up. You know what I'm saying? Hugging me from the back. Do not put that tape out here. Take the 25 million. Leave me alone. So we're going to see what happens with Shannon Sharpe, guys. But I appreciate all of y'all, man. Everybody that was in the building. Everybody that liked, subscribe. Everybody hit that super chat. All my motherfucking members. If you want to be a member, hit the goddamn members thing. Because we doing this all day, every day during survival. You dig me? And we're going to be covering the Diddy trial. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, me and my baby will be covering the Diddy trial. Okay, so don't be surprised where you may see us this week during survival.